Are you going?
Yeah.
What? You didn't say action.
Oh, action.
Hey, what's up, grill buddies? I have a confession to make. I actually did some grilling a couple nights ago, but I was so stressed out because it was my first time, and I'm actually grilling in a little patio upstairs, and it's so small, and like I used the lump hardwood lump charcoal, and sparks were flying everywhere. I was afraid I was going to burn my apartment building down, and in all the hubbub, I forgot to tape, and I probably should have, because it would have been exciting for you and embarrassing for me. But so I'm going to tape this though. What we're doing is we're doing a dress rehearsal, if you will, for the beer can chicken that I'm going to make for Memorial Day tomorrow. But since the only thing I've barbecued didn't go so well, I wanted to definitely do a run through and make sure that that I can do it and that it won't turn out horrible. So what I'm doing now is I'm following Steve Reikland's book for the basic barbecue rub, and there's a lot of grinding pepper involved. I still need about another half teaspoon. But his basic barbecue rub is a 1/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar, 1/4 cup of paprika, 3 tablespoons black pepper, 3 tablespoons coarse salt, a tablespoon of hickory smoked salt or more coarse salt. I couldn't find hickory smoked salt at Ralph's. So Ralph, if you're watching this, order some hickory smoked salt. Thank you. 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of celery seeds, and 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. My wife had to leave to go to Target, so I'm going to try to shoot this myself for this next part. The next thing I need to do after I've made the rub is I need to start soaking the hickory chips. 2 cups of hickory wood chips. And then what we're going to do is just pour half a can of the beer in here and get these nice and soaking. And then we're going to soak those for an hour and drain that off. And then within an hour, I would think we'd probably be ready to get the chicken on the grill, so that should be good timing. We've seasoned the chicken, we put that rub all over the chicken. We've also gently separated the skin from the chicken meat, so we got some of the rub under the skin, so hopefully that'll just permeate all the meat and just be completely sweetly delicious. And now we're going to use the chimney starter to light these coals up. Hopefully we can get a nice even light here.
What does this red blinky light mean?
That it's going. That it's recording.
Oh. That's good then.
Yeah, that's good. I think I don't know, I think I failed to mention that we're doing beer can chicken in the small Weber grill, which is the One Touch 18.5 inch grill. And I did some research online before I wanted to take this recipe on, and found that the chicken's going to be too big, too tall to put the lid on. So I found a modification online. I forget what the site is, but I'll look that up, and I'll put an annotation somewhere and let you know where I found that. But basically it said to remove the top grill grate and just put a couple bricks on the bottom grate where your charcoal goes, and then put a drip pan on top of the bricks. So then we're going to, once these coals are hot from the chimney starter, we're going to pour the coals around the drip pan and then put the bird right on top of the drip pan. So we're eliminating that top grill grate. And then once that's on there, we're going to put the lid on and everything should fit. Hopefully it doesn't come out too burned. It's a lot closer to the heat than it would be if we set it on the top grill grate. But you know, some people said they've had success with that, so we'll we'll try it and we'll see how it works. Hopefully it works well because I'm supposed to cook it for like 10 people tomorrow.
This free of stuff. So I've got my rubbed chicken ready to go on top of the beer can, and we're just going to set it down right on top of this with the body cavity. So if anything, this will be like prom night, and it just goes right in. And there we go. With a bird this small, this is only 3.5 pounds. I would suggest getting a smaller can of beer, because as you see, it's just going to be balancing on the beer can and not using the legs as a tripod, which they recommend. And we're supposed to fold the wings back here. So this is our bird ready to go on. It's not as stable as I would like it to be, but I guess that's the best we can do. Let's just make sure it'll stay up here. That seems pretty steady. I'm not that worried. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It just falls over in the barbecue? That's not that bad. So we're going to keep the vents at about halfway. Oh, look at that. It's just barely going on. I don't think it's even all the way down. Just going to squish it a little bit. The vent's open all the way right now, so we're going to close it down to about half, which I've figured out is about 2 of my knuckles. Oh, I forgot one very important thing. We have to put our hickory, beer-soaked hickory wood chips in. And that's going to give us some nice smokiness on the bird. Alright, that should start smoking up almost immediately. Alright, there it goes, it's smoking. We've got the bird in. We've got all kinds of nasty bacteria, poultry juice all over the place, and I think it's time to go inside, clean up a little bit, and pray that this comes out okay. Shauna's blow drying our dog. Hi, Chili. Hi, Shauna. Chili just got a bath. So I'm going to helm the camera and we're going to take a look at the chicken and see what's going on. That looks awesome. Alright, let me check the temperature and I'll give you a report back. Okay, so it's not quite ready. It's the breast is measuring at about 160, and we want that to be about 170. So, but the skin is pretty dark, so we're going to go ahead and get some aluminum foil and just protect that skin and make sure it doesn't get burnt. Total cooking time is 1 hour, and it looks pretty good, and the temperatures read right, and you can see for a bird this small, a tall boy of Sapporo probably isn't the best choice because the legs can't quite touch the ground, and it makes it harder to get the lid on with a one-touch silver 18.5 inch grill. It's probably a lot easier with the bigger model, but we're going to let that sit and let the juices rest in the meat, and then we'll carve it up. Here we have our first successful barbecue meal done. I told you about last night, and I can't really call last night a success because
it was just too far done, and it was stressful, and what did we even make now? I don't even remember now.
Stuffed chicken breast.
Oh, stuffed chicken breast. The stuffed chicken breast was pretty good, but it was definitely too far overdone. And this just looks a lot better. The meat is tender. I already ate a drumstick and a wing, so it's good. It's good. So here's the chicken breast meat. It's really good. I think we have our first successful barbecue meal. That's good.
It's really good.
That's good.
It's delicious.
I think for tomorrow, I'm gonna do a beer can chicken and a root beer can chicken. It's tender. It's flavorful. It's super paprika-y, though. So I think I am gonna change the rub for next time. For tomorrow.
Or not double the amount of rub that you're supposed to put on the chicken.
Okay, so I got a little overzealous with the rub. Who doesn't, right?
Steve, what's his name?
Reichlin.
Steve Reichlin doesn't. Steve Reichlin's like, oh, there's baby chicken. I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of rub on it. And that's it. Because I know that's perfect.
Well, not all Steves are Steve Reichlins.